Hey guys! For today's video, I have a really fun and a little bit different video to share with you guys today. I wanted to take a little bit of time to share with you my most favorite skincare line that I've been using for years and years, and that's Philosophy. And just to put out there right away that this video is not sponsored at all. The company has no idea who I am. They did not send me any of these products. These are products that I've collected over the years, really have fallen in love with this line and wanted to share with you really my skincare faves, especially since a lot of us are spending more time on self-care and spending more time at home. I thought you might be interested in hearing some thoughts on these skincare products. I'm going to be mostly highlighting some favorites, but also I'm going to highlight a couple of major misses for me, so things that I think you probably want to avoid as well. So if that kind of thing sounds interesting to you, please definitely keep on watching. For those of you who might be new here, thanks so much for checking this out. I am a full-time working mom, but in my spare time, I really like making these videos on fashion, beauty, mommy lifestyle. I also really love sharing my experience on Poshmark as well. So if those kind of things sound interesting to you, please definitely check out my other videos I've linked down below. And please also subscribe if you haven't done so already. I could really use your support as I'm growing this YouTube channel. Okay, so for today I have a little bit of a different video. This could be a total fail, we'll see. But I'm going to try to demo some of these products for you as well and kind of show you what they look like on my skin, how they feel, and how they work for me. Again, I have been collecting these products for years now, and funny story real quick, I actually first discovered this line from Sephora, and this was one of my very first Sephora purchases over 20 years ago now. When I had enough money saved up, I was able to splurge a little bit on myself from Sephora. These are the products I gravitated toward first, so I really have used them for years and years. So I'm going to share with you some of my most favorite ever skincare products from the line, and also some misses. So for this video, I'm going to try to focus a little bit on mostly skincare, but that also includes some body skincare and also a little bit on fragrances. But I'm not going to be covering any of their other products in the line. For instance, now they have been definitely getting into more makeup, kind of lip products, which are also really nice as well. But just for the sake of this video, I'm going to really try to focus just on the face, skin, and fragrances. So the first product I really want to quickly mention is their iconic 3-in-1 shower gels. So this is the product that I purchased first from the line many years ago, well over 20 years ago now, and just fell in love with it. There's no doubt you've seen these products on the market. Let me point out a couple of fun ones that I have here. I have a huge collection of these. I kind of just stock them up. They have a pretty good shelf life, at least 1 to 2 years, I would say, maybe even longer. So I feel pretty comfortable stocking up on them. So the line is really known for these shower gels, in my opinion. They have so many different flavors or scents of these. They have ones that smell like food products, ones that smell floral, ones that have just a fresh smell. But really, I think they're known for these kind of food scented body products. And the nice thing about it is you really do get that nice experience in the shower when you're showering. But when you wash the bubbles away and get out of the shower, your skin does not smell like pink marshmallow buttercream, for instance. It's just a fresh, clean smell. So it's really nice in that way. I think a lot of other body products, when they're scented like food products, it really lingers. For instance, sometimes you have food scented fragrances and body sprays, things like that. I don't really gravitate toward those things because I like wearing my own classic fragrances, and those kind of other novelty scents really overpower that. But these shower gels definitely do not overpower you. So they come in different shapes and sizes and amounts of product you can get. This is just a 6 fluid ounce, and I got a whole set of these recently of all these different scents. This is one example, just called Pink Marshmallow Buttercream. And usually they have a nice actual recipe here, which I think are real recipes you can try out if you want to make the product. And I have another one here, which is my daughter's favorite that I had from the holidays. It's Sugar Plum Fairy. Look at that, she used some of it already, but I really want to quickly show you how nice these shower gels work. So you're able to use it as a shower gel, bubble bath, and shampoo. I don't really use it as shampoo because I have a lot of other ones, but I do use it as a bubble bath and shower gel. But I do want to show you how beautiful these things are. So they do have a really nice scent. This is one of my favorites. This is the Sugar Plum Fairy. But as you can see here, look at how pretty that is. It's really iridescent, really nice, beautiful shower gel. And it smells so nice, but that's just beautiful. So it's really fun to use with the kids because they can kind of pick out their little scent for the evening, and they use it as a shower gel bubble bath. But it's just a really nice texture and formulation. I'm just gonna wash it off here, but just really gorgeous on your skin. It really hydrates as well. So this is skincare actually, which is nice. definitely works pretty well, I'll say, for that. So yeah, that's probably one of my most purchased products are these shower gels. I'm just really a big fan of them, and there's so many fun ways to gift these items as well, and I've given this time and time again for people, especially during the holidays, as you've seen in some of my other videos. I really love giving Philosophy because it's kind of a nice little splurge. It's way nicer than getting a standard body wash or using a standard body wash, I'll say. It's kind of a fun treat in the shower, and they make a lot of really cool novelty scents that you can definitely check out. So in their line of body washes and shower gels, they also do make some more classic fragrance scents as well. Their iconic scents, for instance, are Amazing Grace, Pure Grace, Baby Grace. Those have a grace lines you might have seen out in the market, are really classic fragrance scents, very subtle, beautiful, fresh scents, and they make the line of their body washes in those scents as well. So I do have a fair amount of those too, so in case you don't want the more novelty scents, they definitely make more classic fragrance scents as well, which I also enjoy. It just depends on your mood, I think, in the shower. So I tend to have multiple different selections that I can choose from. They also make a lot larger versions of this. So I have, for instance, one here. So look at this. I mean, this is amazing. You can lift weights with this thing, but this is 64 ounces of their shower gel, and this one is a lemon custard, which is one of my favorites. That's why I stocked up on this mega size. But at different retailers, you can find super sizes. I get a lot of my major super sized ones from QVC, which is our home shopping network here in the States. I will link down some examples below, but the values there are great, and you can get these huge vats of this for a really good price point. So you can definitely check this out if you're interested. But I mean, look at this. I obviously love these products, so I have these huge sizes. Alright, so that's the body wash that I tend to use. In terms of fragrance, I just want to make a quick note about fragrances. So Philosophy has one of my most favorite fragrance lines. I do really love fragrances in general, and I recently purchased quite a number of new fragrances that I want to share with you guys, and I'm going to try to haul that for you in an upcoming video. But Philosophy definitely is one of my most favorite fragrance lines, and largely because of how just subtle and beautiful the scents are. So in my opinion, I think the Philosophy line is, in terms of just a line itself, one of the best for a workplace setting. And the reason is that just very subtle, light, fresh scents. So I think they're appropriate for that. A lot of other fragrances that I really like to use are overpowering for the workplace, and I just don't feel comfortable working, especially in a healthcare setting as I do, with a very strong fragrance on. So these Philosophy fragrances, really all of them are subtle enough, I think, to wear for work. I particularly like their Grace line, so Amazing Grace or Pure Grace are my absolute favorites. And I currently am using, for the most part, this Pure Grace Nude Rose. This is one of their newer scents. I know it's been out for a couple years though. This is what the packaging looks like. This is one of their old holiday editions that I've been trying to work through. But it's their Amazing Grace line, and the Pure Grace is really probably my all-time favorite fragrance from the line. And the Pure Grace is supposed to smell just like soap and water clean, they say. And that's really true. There definitely is a fragrance. I mean, you can smell the scent for sure, but it's a really fresh, clean scent. So when they came out with this nude rose line with Pure Grace, really this nude rose line is a little bit of more floral attached to Pure Grace, which for me is perfect, especially for this time of year. So I just love this product. I definitely have worked down through quite a bit. I use it every day at work, right now at least, and I've been really enjoying it. I will say that I definitely get compliments too, even from patients, and they just say you smell nice. Rather than saying I really like your perfume or I smell your perfume, they'll say you just smell really good. You know, what is that? So I really like feeling that it's not overpowering at work, and still you're able to wear a really nice, fresh smelling fragrance. So if you haven't checked out their fragrances, I mean, that's really one of my all-time favorite products too from the line is their fragrances. So definitely check this out. And in the fragrance line, as I mentioned, they make so many different products, all of their bath and body care, they make dry shampoo, they make a lot of really fun things with these fragrances. So definitely check these out. Okay, so that was a little bit on fragrance and the body washes, but I really want to get into the facial skincare, and that's largely what I absolutely love with this line. So before I get into demoing a lot of the products, I do want to make a quick note about their peels. So I really have only tried one particular peel, and I will quickly show it to you. I'm not going to demo this one just because I did this peel last night and I don't want to over peel my skin. You're only supposed to use it once a week, but it's this micro delivery peel, and it's a vitamin C micro delivery peel. So there's a two-part component here where you have the initial part, this resurfacing crystals, and then you also have the lactic salicylic acid activating gel. So it comes as a set, and here's what they look like. and it's a vitamin C peel. You're supposed to use once per week. So it is amazing in terms of how it smells. This is what it looks like. So it's a vitamin C scent, and it smells just like orange juice. I mean, it smells amazing. And when you first put this on, you take a little dollop in your hand. So you just massage it in and exfoliate, and it really is resurfacing in terms of what it says on here, resurfacing crystals. It definitely makes your skin kind of buffed and more polished. So you're supposed to work that in for a couple of minutes or so. And then what you do next is you put on the second step, and this just activates it. So you just kind of rub it on, it foams a little bit. For me, it doesn't foam too much, but it definitely foams some, and you put it on your skin and then let it sit there for a couple of minutes, and then you wash it off. And you're not supposed to do it more than every week. So I tend to do this every week. Sometime on the weekend is kind of my peel or treatment. And in my opinion, I mean, it definitely makes my skin feel smoother, but I think that's largely because of the resurfacing that you get with just the mechanical exfoliation on here. But overall, I've been a little bit underwhelmed with this product, I will be honest. I think it's relatively pricey because it's a peel, but I don't think that the value is quite there. I think I have some other products in the line that I love a lot more. So although I'm not happy with it or dissatisfied, I don't think it's my most favorite product from the line. But if you're looking for a really nice vitamin C kind of refreshing peel, this is definitely something to consider. I definitely love the scent. I think it definitely works in terms of exfoliating and resurfacing your skin cells. But I don't think it's, mind-blowing or anything. But this is the peel that I've been using from Philosophy. Okay, so now I'm going to get into my all-time favorite Philosophy product. I've talked about this several times on this channel before, but there's no question my #1 favorite product that you have to try if you haven't already is their daily cleanser. So it is Purity Made Simple. So here's what it looks like in a small bottle here. It's called Purity. It's probably their #1 bestseller, I have to believe. It's just amazing. And I've been using this for years and years. I cannot get away from using this. I try different cleansers now and again, but nothing compares to this. And what's really nice is it's an all-in-one one-step facial cleanser. So I just need one-step products. I don't have time to mess around with multiple types of toners, different skincare cleansers, eye makeup remover. All these things happen just with Purity. So it's amazing. So what I do is I use this definitely before bed to take off my makeup. Sometimes I use it in the morning as well. It's gentle enough to use twice a day or even more. There's a really nice, clean, fresh scent to it. Definitely not overpowering. And it doesn't foam up much. What it does is it emulsifies your makeup off. So some cleansers you get basically like a body wash on your face. It really foams up. This one doesn't foam so much, but it gets really creamy, and that's how it works. And it takes off all of my eye makeup, my lipstick, my long-acting bulletproof makeup comes off easily with this, really with just one pass. There aren't any granules or grains in this particular formulation, so you're able to use it with your other beauty devices as well, which is really nice in my book. So I'm going to go ahead and just try to remove my makeup. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to remove everything below my eye makeup so I don't have to keep redoing that. But I'm going to show you on my face a good portion of how I can take this makeup off, and I'm going to be using some future products on my clean skin as well. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I use this. So I just put a little bit into my hand here, and it comes in different amounts of containers you can buy. This is probably way too much for me, but this is the formulation, as you can see there. And it's a really nice kind of creamy formulation. It's definitely thin, but it's not too thin. But as you can see here, it's a very bouncy, cushiony type of formulation, which is very comfortable on the skin. So what I do is I just go ahead, I mean, you can do it on dry skin, but you can also wet it too, but just go ahead and take off my makeup here. And it feels so nice to take makeup off, of course. And I have a lot of it on here. So I just go ahead and rub it in. So this is the part that might fail, just taking it off on camera here, but I'm doing my best here, and I have my makeup removal towel here, and you'll see the makeup just comes off really easily. And just add a little bit of water, and that's all you need. All right, so, I mean, my skin is really clean just from doing this at the sink like this. Normally I would get a little bit better of application. Of course, I'm not just doing it here at the sink with a bowl of water, but it works really well. And my skin looks really nice and clean here, I'll say. And all the makeup's on the towel, so this cleans just perfectly. It does look kind of silly because I have makeup on the top half of my face and on the bottom, but that just goes to show you that it does clean off pretty well. You can see all of my huge discoloration here, which I definitely am not excited about, and I always cover up with makeup, but you can see how Purity just took it off, and it leaves your skin just feeling hydrated. It's not dried out with Purity Made Simple, and that's largely really what I love about it. So I won't go on and on more about this product, but this is my #1 favorite product from the line is Purity Made Simple. And I do know that it comes in these large vats, so here's another 64 ounce of Purity, which you can purchase. So I stock up on this. The shelf life on this, I think they say is 2 years, maybe even longer if it's unopened. So I haven't had any problems with this going bad, and I have several of these kind of stocked up for me. But I just go through this so much just because I use it every single day. I travel with it. I just can't be without it. Nothing really beats this in terms of skincare, cleansing for me at least. So definitely check this out. Okay, so now that my face is cleansed well, I want to share with you my probably second most favorite item in the line, and that is kind of Purity's companion, and it's the Micro Delivery Exfoliating Facial Wash. So here's what it looks like. And I use this really in the morning before I put makeup on. So Purity I tend to use at night to take off my makeup, and this I like to use in the morning before I put makeup on because it's a very gentle exfoliator, safe enough and gentle enough to use daily, as the name implies. And this one does have some of those exfoliating beads, so I do not use this with Clarisonic or any other beauty devices for that reason, but you don't have to. I mean, the point is an exfoliator, it's not really a cleanser, but it does cleanse your skin as well. So I'll put a little bit in my hand here to kind of show you what it looks like. You probably won't be able to see, but it's this really clear kind of gel texture. And there's little beads in here, exfoliating beads. And the texture again is really like a gel, so you can probably see there. So it's really bouncy. Look at it, it kind of pulls up here. So that is a really nice texture for your skin, and you can feel the small exfoliating beads. So what I do then is I just go on my skin like an exfoliator and just kind of massage it in. And it feels really nice and comfortable. There is a really nice scent to it too. And I do like to apply it on dry skin first. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but for exfoliators, I kind of like that because I feel as if you can kind of get a better exfoliation with dry skin first. It's not as slippery on your skin, so I do like applying it to my skin dry. So I just go ahead and apply it like this, work it in. You don't have to leave it in for any amount of time. And then I just wash it off with water at the sink. And it provides your skin a really nice daily exfoliation. And you have to exfoliate your skin for sure, you know, just to remove all the dead skin cells on there. And it allows you to apply your makeup a lot better, which is why I like to use it right before makeup. I think it's perfect for that. Okay, so that's what it looks like after you use the Purity and the exfoliator. Okay, so now that I've really cleansed the bottom half of my face, I want to share with you a little bit about another fail in the line, and that is their moisturizer. So this is a Purity Made Simple moisturizer that I have. And I purchased this because I love Purity, as I've gone on and on about for, gosh, 5 minutes now. But I didn't have a great moisturizer. As I mentioned, I'm trying to try out different moisturizers. So I said, all right, this is gonna be perfect. If it's in the Purity line, sign me up. This is gonna be awesome. So I tried this out. I have a lot left, as you can tell. And the reason is that I just don't like it. What I don't like about it is I don't think it necessarily moisturizes all that well compared to some other products. But also, most importantly, what happened is I actually broke out with this. I don't know if it's just my skin chemistry with the product, but I was in denial at first. I said, oh, it's not the product, it's not the product. But then it actually was, I think, because after I stopped using it, I went back to my normal skin. So here's what the formulation looks like. I mean, it's I'd say on the thinner side in terms of moisturizers, but there is some density to it. But it does go into your skin nicely, but I don't feel like it hydrates my skin as well as other products, and I also, again, break out with this. So for those two reasons, I am not really using that product anymore. So in terms of fails, for me, at least in the line, I think that's one of them. So the Purity Made Simple moisturizer, personally for myself, I'm gonna be passing on in the future. So other items in the Purity line, of course, they make these makeup wipes. So I've tried these before. Here's just a small packet. These makeup wipes are super handy. They have Purity Made Simple infused in them. So it's really perfect on the go and for travel. So in case you don't want to bring along your Purity in the liquid version, I use these. Again, I can't be without Purity, so this product is a really nice alternative. So they make things like this in the line now, which is really nice. And then along with those, there are two Purity Made Simple kind of masks type of products that I've tried, and I'm going to review these for you now and kind of demo them for you. So the first one I tried was this Purity Made Simple mask. That's just what it's called. And again, I love Purity, so I said, all right, I got to try this thing out next. It's going to be amazing. And guess what? It wasn't amazing for me, and I have this huge amount of it. So it's supposed to be a deep clean mask, and you put it on. I think it's safe to put on even daily. You put it on for just 60 seconds and then you wash it away. It's supposed to detoxify, make your skin really smooth. I'll show you what it looks like. It's kind of an interesting formulation here in application. So here's what it looks like. It's kind of a gel material or formulation, and it's really, really bouncy, as you can see here. And it starts off like a gel, but you'll see it turns kind of white-ish if you put it on your skin. So I'm just going to apply it here. I normally would apply it on the forehead as well too, but I'm leaving that makeup on, so I'm not going to apply it there. But you just go ahead and massage it in. So it is really nice. To me, this feels like a cleanser. It doesn't really feel like a mask. So it's not clay based, and it doesn't dry on your skin, and some people like that for masks, so I think that's fine. For me, if I wear a mask, I really like the clay masks, as I'll talk about next. Just for me, I really like that texture more for masks as they go. But this mask is more of a kind of just a hydrating type of mask. It doesn't dry out at all. So for me, this feels more like a cleanser. And as masks go, I don't really like it as a mask. I use this sometimes in place of just my Purity cleanser. Like I'll put this on, and then I won't have to use the Purity cleanser after I put this on because I have this. So that's kind of how I use it. I use it, you know, periodically throughout the week. I don't use it that much, but I'm trying to use it just because I have it. And I think it's not bad. I just don't see any great results from it, and it doesn't feel that cleansing or detoxifying as some other masks do. So I definitely won't be repurchasing this particular mask, but it's something to try out in case you like masks that are not drying, that just feel like a cleanser type of base mask. This is something you can try. But this is how it looks, and then you're just supposed to wipe it off. So I'm just going to go ahead and get my wet towel here and just wipe it off. So as I mentioned, I was so excited when that first mask came out, and then I tried it and I was underwhelmed. And then the next mask that I tried was this Purity Made Simple Pore Extractor. So it's a pore extractor. I don't really know if it's in a mask category, but for me, I treat it like a mask. And this product is one of my all-time faves. So here's what it looks like in the packaging. So it's a pore extractor. It's been out for maybe a year and a half or so, maybe a little longer, but it's a relatively new product to the line. And I wanted to give it a try just because I was underwhelmed with their previous mask. So this one is a clay-based mask, though. It's an exfoliating clay mask. It has salicylic acid acne treatment built in as well. So in my opinion, if I'm going to do a mask, I want something that has a lot of punch to it and a lot of components that can really help detoxify, clean up my skin some, especially with this acne treatment included in it. I think it's pretty amazing. So that's why I personally love this a lot better than the previous mask I showed you. So here is what it looks like. So this is more white in tone, and it is a true clay mask which dries. So you need to use it relatively quickly, but it's not really that bouncy gel. As you can see, it's really clay-like. And that's the texture. So I apply it everywhere like a mask. So you can just apply it to your T-zone areas if you want. That's one way to do it, to kind of extract those areas. But anywhere that you're having a little early breakout sign, or you want to kind of minimize your pores and extract them, that's what you do. So you put it on those areas. I tend to, again, put it all over the place, but right now I'm not going to just because I have makeup on. But you can definitely just concentrate it on your T-zone, for instance, if you want, and not do the whole mask, but this tends to be what I do. And it is a true clay mask. So as you'll see, it's a lot whiter in tone than the last mask, and you can't see it, but you may be able to kind of get a sense that it definitely dries. So it's already starting to feel like it's drying, but this is what it looks like. And this looks kind of crazy on camera just because I have half of my face, but again, I said this might be a major fail, but I figured I'd give it a try. I like to get a better sense of a product on someone because you get a better idea of, you know, is that something that's gonna work for me? Do I have that type of skin texture as that same person that's trying it on? And is that something that I think I will also like as well? So I think about all these things. So I hope this is helpful to you. I mean, this is probably not working out for a lot of people, but I'm just going with it. All right, so this is what it looks like, and you're supposed to let it dry. I let it dry for a pretty long time. I mean, I already feel it drying, so you can probably wash it off, but I tend to let it sit for maybe 10 or 15 minutes or so. I kind of do some other things around the house. I love how it feels, and I don't think everybody loves these clay dry masks, but I personally gravitate toward these types of masks because I know it's working. I can feel it working because it's drying things up a little bit. I just kind of like that sensation. I just feel like it's getting things really clean and exfoliated. So I don't know if you can tell, but it's definitely drying. I mean, you can see a little bit of cracking in the drying signs of the mask here, but that's why I love it. And I think this is really a great hit for the line. I think it's been a really popular product, talked about quite a bit. So I definitely endorse it as well. I think it's a great product to try. So I do use this product about twice a week. I think using it more than that would be a little too much, but twice a week is kind of my sweet spot for this. So I really like how it performs. And for sure, I've noticed some results. I think I have fewer breakouts. I think my pores are definitely a little smaller as well. I've been using this for over a year now, and I've been really happy with it. So if you haven't tried it out yet and you're looking for kind of a good mask for pore extractor, this is definitely something I'd recommend. And then when you peel it off, you just get some water and you just peel it off. And it exfoliates a little too when you're taking it off. This is where it's going to get really messy here, but try my best. So this is the best I could do to try to wipe that off on my countertop here. All right, so my face is really hydrated, really cleaned, at least the bottom half of the face. So now I want to share with you one quick other skincare item that I've tried out from the line, and this is their whipped water gel based sunscreen, and it's a renewed hope in a jar skin tint. So really it's kind of a face product, and it's a hydrator, kind of moisturizer, but it has some SPF and there's a little bit of a tint too. So you can use this if you want in place of makeup on a really casual day, which is tend to be how I use it. But it really is skincare, but it has a little bit of a tint and SPF associated with it. Here's what it looks like. And their Hope in a Jar, as you probably heard, is kind of their iconic moisturizer, which I have tried as well, and I do like. I just am not currently using it, so I didn't want to talk about it in this video, but I think it's a pretty good moisturizer. I don't think it's my #1 fave either, which is why I didn't bring it up, but this Hope in a Jar line is kind of their moisturizer type of line. So this is a variation of that. And what this is it's kind of a gel texture. So here's what it looks like. This is kind of a newer bottle. I repurchased this once before, but here's what it looks like. And it's a gel-like texture. And this particular shade is 5.5 beige. And in a lot of CC creams, I tend to go toward the medium color palette. So this one is beige, and I think this one works pretty well for me. So it has a little spatula on the brush that came along with it, and it's their Philosophy brush. So you can grab a little bit out here. You don't need a whole lot. And I'm going to just show you a little bit on part of my skin here. And what you can do is you just go and I just dab it on to certain areas. And it's kind of like just like a CC cream. So just put it on, and then you can use this brush here to kind of blend it in. I like to use beauty blenders for my foundations and also for a lot of CC creams too. But this brush is also something that works well, and it's meant to go with the product. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit on here. And especially as we're staying at home and kind of cozying up at home more, when a lot of us are still under stay-at-home orders, it's really nice to try out new skincare products and items like this where you get a little bit of coverage over your blemishes, but not too much, and it's really just skincare with a little tint. I think works really well for your day-to-day lifestyle, and also on the weekends with the kids. I mean, I don't need a full face of makeup when I'm out with them, so this is really nice. And it has SPF, and any product that has SPF I really, really like. It's just kind of a one-step product. Okay, so I mean, that's pretty good for now. So it's definitely not as much coverage as my foundations, I mean, for sure, as you can see, but there definitely is some coverage on there. I have SPF now, which is nice, and it's kind of a really light CC cream, I would describe it as. So if you're looking for something along those lines, kind of a lighter CC cream just for the day-to-day, doesn't have great coverage, but there's a little bit, I would check out this product. You're also doing some skincare as well. It's their moisturizer line, which is nice. So I think the skin tint is something to really check out. I'm enjoying it for sure. I definitely use it on the weekends, on my days off. When I have to go to work and want a full face of makeup, I don't use products like this. I tend to use my full foundations. But for the casual days that I have, especially as most of us are staying at home, I think this is a great product to check out. So it's the Renewed Hope in a Jar Skin Tint. All right, so, I think that does it. I have a little bit of skincare and makeup on right now, the bottom of my face, but those are the major products that I wanted to talk to you about from the Philosophy line. And I love Philosophy for years now, and these are their most favorite products for me, at least. And I hope that I've been able to give you some information about what types of products are out there and things you want to try. It's really nice to experiment with different items too in the line, and if you like this kind of video, I definitely can do more videos in the future for other skincare lines, and also do an updated Philosophy video in a year or so once I've tried out new products in their line. So if you have any other amazing skincare recommendations from Philosophy, or any other line that is, let me know in the comments down below. Let me also know if you have any questions about these products or my experiences with Philosophy in general. Otherwise, please don't forget to hit the like button if you like these kind of videos, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thanks so much for watching, stay safe, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye!